Is this the week the Buffalo Bills finally silence the doubters? Or will injuries derail their momentum once again? Bills Mafia, buckle up because we got a lot to unpack. Coming off the bye, the Buffalo Bills are facing a mountain of adversity heading into Week 8 against the Carolina Panthers. Despite the extra rest, the injury list in Orchard Park looks more like a grocery receipt, long, detailed, and full of names Bills fans can't afford to lose. Let's start with the headline. 3 key starters are officially listed as questionable. Linebacker Matt Milano, linebacker Terrel Bernard, and tight end Dalton Kincaid. That's 2 leaders on defense and one of Josh Allen's most reliable targets on offense. Milano's situation is especially concerning. After re-injuring his pectoral muscle back in Week 5 against the New England Patriots, the defensive heartbeat of this team hasn't seen the field since. And when you talk about intensity, leadership, and sheer football IQ, Milano is the kind of player you simply can't replace. Terrel Bernard, the young linebacker who stepped up big last season, is also battling an ankle issue that's limited him all week. Losing both Milano and Bernard would be a massive hit for Sean McDermott's defense, a unit that's already been stretched thin with the losses of DaQuan Jones, Tre'Davious White, and now safety Taylor Rapp, who officially heads to injured reserve with a recurring knee injury. Yeah, it's rough right now in Buffalo. Now, on the offensive side, all eyes are on Dalton Kincaid. The rookie tight end led the team in receiving yards through the first 5 games, showing flashes of becoming the next great weapon in Buffalo's evolving offense. Kincaid's dealing with an oblique injury, and although he practiced this week, his status for Sunday is still up in the air. But here's the good news. Wide receiver Curtis Samuel is cleared and ready to roll. After catching a touchdown in Week 5 and missing the Atlanta game, Samuel's return adds a much-needed spark. Expect him to play a bigger role in Ken Dorsey's game plan, especially in the red zone, where his versatility and quick cuts can make a difference. Sean McDermott addressed the injuries earlier this week, saying Curtis will be full today and he'll be good for the game. The other guys will be limited and questionable, but we'll see how they respond. That calm, measured tone is classic McDermott, but beneath it, you can feel the urgency. Because the truth is, every game from here on out matters. The AFC East is a dogfight, and the Bills can't afford to drop another winnable matchup. Meanwhile, on the defensive front, the losses are piling up. DaQuan Jones, arguably the team's best interior lineman this season, is out with a calf injury. Joshua Palmer, who was beginning to find rhythm as a depth receiver, is also sidelined with ankle and knee issues. But as McDermott always says, next man up. That's the Buffalo way. And who's stepping up? Keep an eye on rookie cornerback Maxwell Hairston. He's still limited as he works his way back from a knee injury, but his return to practice is a sign of hope. If he's cleared by Week 10, he could provide fresh legs and energy to a secondary that's struggled since Tre'Davious White went down. Now let's take a step back. Injuries have been a theme for Buffalo over the last few seasons. But if there's one thing that defines this franchise, it's resilience. Remember the 1990s? 4 straight Super Bowl appearances. Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed. They built the foundation for what the Bills represent today. Grit, loyalty, and unfinished business. Fast forward to today, Josh Allen has carried that torch. His leadership has evolved from raw firepower to mature command. Even with offensive hiccups this season, Allen remains top 5 in passing touchdowns and total QBR across the league. And when Stefon Diggs is in rhythm, that connection can still light up any defense in the NFL. The problem? Consistency. Between injuries and conservative play calling from offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey, the Bills' offense has sometimes looked hesitant, especially in early drives. Expect Buffalo to attack more aggressively against Carolina's young defense this week. The Panthers rank near the bottom in run defense, which can mean more touches for running back James Cook. Defensively, McDermott's adjustments will be crucial. With Milano and Bernard questionable, expect veteran Von Miller and safety Jordan Poyer to take command. Look for the Bills to lean on hybrid safety packages, rotating Damar Hamlin or rookie Jordan Hancock into the mix. And let's not forget the environment. Bank of America Stadium may be sunny, but this game carries cold weather energy. Bills Mafia travels deep, and you can bet they'll make their presence felt in Carolina. So what's at stake? The Bills are hovering around .500 in the standings, while the Dolphins are heating up in the AFC East. A win here not only keeps Buffalo in the playoff hunt, it resets the tone heading into November, where every week feels like playoff football. As one fan said outside Highmark Stadium this week, "We've seen this before. The Bills get knocked down, but they always get back up. It's what we do." And he's right. This team doesn't just play football. It represents a community. From the legendary snow games to the table-slamming tailgates, Bills Mafia has turned support into a culture. They've raised millions for charity, they've stuck by this team through heartbreaks, and they'll be roaring again this Sunday. So here's the question. Is this the week Buffalo overcomes the injury storm and reignites their season? Josh Allen's got the arm. Stefon Diggs has the fire. Kincaid might just be back in the mix. And when this team clicks, they're as dangerous as anyone in the NFL. Bills Mafia, I want to hear from you. Who's your MVP prediction for Week 8? Drop it in the comments below. Smash that like button and subscribe for all your latest Buffalo Bills news, updates, and game breakdowns. Because one thing's for sure, when the Bills are healthy, the rest of the NFL better watch out. Let's go Buffalo!